Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome to the Arsenal Fan Circle. This is the Sunday show. Right now, it's just me, but I'm expecting others to join me. I don't know. We won a game. I sent out the link. Maybe it's just me. We'll see who joins us when this thing gets going. But first off, let's do it. Let's get it in. Let's start the intro, and then we'll be right back. Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome to the show. This is the Arsenal Fan Circle. I am DWTT Gary. I guess nobody likes me, I guess. We'll get going anyways. Um, we'll get started. We'll see who joins us in a bit. I've sent out the link, so we'll see what's going on. Ready? Welcome to the house. Get in there. Yes. Oof. Oof. We'll get in there where we will talk. We will chat about the game today. If it's just me, you may have already, if you watch the watch along, you know what I'm probably going to say, or you may not. I've had time to digest it a little bit, and I can probably, I guess go through the game with you guys. For those who did see it or didn't see it, we can do that. So, yeah, so let's do this. Like I said, we'll wait for some people to show up. Ready? I guess since it's just you and me right now, I don't know if you're hanging out, if you're just popping in and out. So, but how did the game go for you? And we'll let everybody have their say as well. In addition, you're just having a post North London Derby walk. Oh yeah, you know it's a little different when I do the watch alongs with the Ryan and Liam because they're like 30 seconds ahead of me, so I don't get that immediate reaction from what I see on the screen. I'm already can hear. I can already hear it in my ears. BX Gunner has joined us. Welcome, BX. 3 points. You know what? That is all we can ask at this point, right? We say it all the time, and then we forget about it. I say it, and then I forget about it. 3 points. Let's get the 3 points. We get 3 points from here on out. We hit 89 points. After that, that's all we can do. That is all we can do. City will have to one. If it does become a draw, they have to outscore their opponents, right? And you know, by whatever the distance is now. I think it's 8, I think. And Kilakai season is here. This is what we call Kilakai. Yeah, I'll take it and get more of this. Yes, just win, baby. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. Uh, you're at Chuck E. Cheese. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. You playing with the coins and listening to the music, eating the pizza, playing the games. Yes, Mr. Tom, how are you doing, Mr. Tom? Right now it's just me, Mr. Tom. Don't know what you're up to today. I think you have a show later. So yeah. So if you want to join, that's cool. Let me know. Yeah, no, we definitely should celebrate. Definitely should celebrate. But I like to celebrate by going through the motions, as they say, because there were some highs, then there were some lows, and then there's the biggest of high. All right. So we'll see if anybody joins me, or you guys will just hear me, and then I guess we'll end it there. I did send the messages out. I haven't got any responses. I guess no Ray, no play, huh? You protected a draw. Oof. Nah, you know what? I can't do that. Team needs to get a win. I'm not predicting that. Not predicting that at all. And Mr. Tom is planning on reviewing the North London Derby via the medium of memes tonight. Oh, there you go. So at least we'll get into it for me. Basically, this is the magic number today is 3. There's 3 things that mattered today. Oh God, did I not send it to the right thing again? What the? I sent it to the one I sent it to the last time, didn't I? Ay, 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 Lawrence. How many accounts do you have? Uh, Did I send it to the right one this time or not? No, I don't know. Arsenal. No, I think that's the one I sent it to. It says one. It says one ace always. What the world is this? Let me see. I just damn it. I sent it. Let's see. We'll send it to this one. I will try it again. Let's see. When I type that in, what you just gave me, it says no results for this. That whatever that name is you gave me, it won't let. It says no results for that. Let's see. We'll try this again. You've got. See, there's 2 accounts here. Which one do I choose? One. This is a new account. Is it called one? I'll try this one. You got there's like 2 accounts with the same name. One says I don't know. All right, that's my old account. All right, try. Well, I don't know. Let me know if you got this one. If you got this one, I just sent you a message. Let me know if that's you, and then we will go. Ay ay ay. All right, you can let me know, Lawrence. I just sent it. I sent you a message. Let me know if you get the message. All right, people. All right, yeah. Let's see. I'll put the link. I'll put the link in here. Ay ay ay. I send the link before the shows. So I sent the link here. So let me know if I guess you can use it and we'll get going. So as I said, this is a game of 3 or 3s for me. All right. All right. 2 London rivals scrap on the old mantle this week. Yep. You know what? And watching that game, and we'll get into it a little bit more. Like I said, there's 3s. This game is made up of 3s. First half, second half, and basically the result. That's the key things in all of this, right? First half, we're happy. Second half, not happy. And then finish it all off, we're happy, all right? This team sent us, as Ray likes to say, on a roller coaster ride. Some ups, an up, a down, and then up again. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, here we go. Not just me. Hello, Lawrence.
Hey.
Hey.
Yeah, I've got a new Twitter account.
All right. Yeah. All right. So yeah, like I said, I put that one in there, and it comes up. The only one that came up is the one I sent it to, and this is it.
Yeah.
So all right, should I remove the other one from my list so I never send it
Yeah.
there? Okay.
Yeah, that's the old one. You can get rid of that one.
All right. So I'm gonna snooze that, so you'll never get a message from me there. But all right. So so Lawrence, I was just talking about the game. It was a tale of 3
Yeah.
things for me. It was just the first half, second half, and then basically after that, the result, because those are the 3 things that were key in this game.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know how you felt like that first half. If you're going to start a North London derby and you're going to you go into halftime, what's a better way to do that? 3-0. I mean
Yeah,
that first
exactly.
half. Yeah. So tell me about the. We'll go through it because, like I said, we can talk about all the negatives. We talk about all the positives, but there's 3 sides to this. So tell me about how you were feeling in that first half, because even the way the game started, it still didn't start as good as I would have liked.
Yeah, well, before I start, I want to wish you a happy St. Tottenham Day.
Oh yes, thank you, sir, and the same to you, Saint. Great, congratulations, happy St.
Yeah.
Toddy's Day to you as well. And
Yeah.
that team, as I call them, I don't even like to say their name. Guess what they'll be doing? You know, for the rest of the season, they'll be looking up. They'll be
Yeah.
looking up at us. So yes,
Exactly.
so happy
Okay.
St. Toddy's Day to you. So that first half, I would say even that first 15, 20 minutes of the game.
Yeah, it was a weird game. We started off okay. and then we let them back into it. Then we got the first goal courtesy of Hoiberg, and then uh, they came back in it again, and then we had the incident where they claimed they should have had 2 penalties before Saka broke away and scored that brilliant goal with the help of Havertz. And we got a quick third as well from a corner uh, when Havertz scored himself. And I don't know what happened after that, because we've got this thing where when we go 3-4-0 up, we take our foot off the pedal and we let the other team back into it. And I had a nasty feeling at half time that if Tottenham pulled a goal back, that this thing could go tits up. And it almost did. I mean, excuse me, this thing where we've got to sit back and start playing the ball backwards is just so infuriating. You know, if Spurs had been playing Man City today, or even Liverpool, they would have had a chance. But we've got to keep losing possessions, take the foot off the pedal, start going backwards. Raya, I don't know what the hell he was thinking when he played the ball to who was it, Romero? I mean, that is something you don't even see on a Sunday morning on Hackney Marshes. I mean, it's just inexcusable. And you wouldn't see Aaron Ramsdale do something like that. I'm sorry. I know how much you like Raya, but that was just inexcusable. And I knew then it was back to the wall yet again. If we had played that game like we did at the tail end of last season, we'd have lost it.
And Raya,
I
we didn't
mean,
have
Tottenham.
Raya, and we didn't have Raya last year, so you wouldn't be able to blame
Yeah, I
Raya
know.
for it.
No, no, but I'm just saying, Gary, we
Yeah,
do this every time. Once we go 3-4-0 up
yeah,
against the team, instead of being clinical and killing them off,
yep,
we have to sit back, take the foot off the pedal, and let them back into the game. It's just in Arsenal's DNA. The last time I went to an Arsenal Tottenham game when we were 3-0 up
yeah,
is when we won 5-0 at the Lane back in 1978, and we absolutely smashed them off the park. We didn't sit back and let them get back in the game when we were 3-0 up. I've
yep,
just seen Mikel Arteta's interview where he said he told the team to get the fourth goal. I don't know whether it went in one ear or out the other, but
yeah,
that second half, we apart from when Saka had that volley at the start, we didn't do anything.
yep, yep,
But a win's a win. 3 points. We're still top of the league. Uh, I did think City played well today, but they still managed to get a result.
yeah.
So onwards and upwards. Got to uh, got to do the business next week against Bournemouth.
True, true, true. And basically, this is what I was saying about in that second half. Like nobody on that team. Like I don't even know if Arteta was even thinking this, but at some point, somebody in that second half had to wake these guys up. It was even just to
Yeah,
start the game. Think about it. We started that game the first 15 minutes. We're a team that likes the possession, right? The
yeah,
possession was 60-30, not to us, right? So, and that was a
yeah.
lot of like 1-2 touch, 1-2 pass. Oh, wait, second, let me pass it to the other team. That first 15 minutes was we kept giving them the ball, giving them the ball, giving them the ball. I mean, it happened throughout the game, but a lot of that, like we never, if you look at this, I think if you look at the stats, we never had control of this game. Like we never had
Right.
possession. We never were in possession long enough to slow down and stop any thoughts that they had. And when we did, we went in quick, scored goals, and then after that, we kind of, as you said, went to halftime, came back. Arteta, I don't think he might have thought he told these guys get that fourth goal. He didn't tell them, and he didn't tell them the right way. I don't think he
Nah.
said you need to get the fourth goal. I think he just said, we get the fourth goal, this game's over. Now, guess what,
Yeah.
guys? We are getting the fourth goal. We are seeing out this game, right? That's how this
Yeah.
works. If I have to go to
Yeah.
my bench, I will. You guys need to. We no, it's 0-0. It is 0-0 right now. Don't play
Yeah.
like you're 3 up because guess what? This is Premier League football. You give them a sniff, they will take it. You give them an inch, they will take it. And guess what? It's a North London derby. Do I need to say more? Like if I'm the coach, what more do I need to say? It's a North London derby. You're up 3-0 on the road, right? Away from home.
Yeah.
You guess what? You think they're just going to roll over and let you take the game? Not if you give them an opening. That's what we did. That first
Yeah.
15, 20 minutes of the second half. They were like going, these guys don't want this. Once again,
We we
how many times I've said that the opponent looks at us and goes, guess what? Arsenal isn't going to take it and finish off this game, finish us off, go get that goal that they need, right?
yeah.
And that's what happened. And guess
We
what? And then
we
at that point, we fell asleep.
yeah. We played like we were 3-0 down rather than we were 3-0 up.
3-0 down,
We
down a man on the road, right? Like, you know
yeah.
what? And the season's over. The season's not over.
Yeah.
We're not three down. We're not down a man. None of that. It's all in our favor. All you have to do is continue. Like this is the like every time it's just like a learning. Why do we have to go through this learning exercise every damn time? Right? We
Because
have to
it's in
learn the
our
hard way.
DNA.
We have to
It's
learn
in
the
the
hard way.
Arsenal DNA.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
the Arsenal DNA. It's Arteta's DNA.
Hmm.
I mean, I was yelling at the TV. Bring on some subs. Bring on more subs. Bring on Jesus.
Jesus, you know
Bring
what?
bring
I kept saying, You know what? Jesus wants the ball. Who wanted that ball in the second half from Arsenal?
no one. No one.
Yes, Jesus wants the ball. I think Zinchenko wants the ball. Jorginho can do a thing. Like if you're trying to see out that game,
Yeah.
Jorginho and Partey and Rice, should be able to close out
Yeah.
that game. Nothing gets through the middle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nothing gets through the middle.
I,
And
I,
Jorginho and Partey on the ball, I think when they have the ball at their feet, are more likely to get it to the right spot and calm things down. Yeah, you know
yeah.
what? I think it all started when, for me, a little bit as well, is when Erdegaard got hit in the face a couple of times in that second half, and I don't think he
Yeah.
was 100% like at that point.
Yeah. But like I said, poor management from Arteta,
Yeah.
not making the right substitutions.
Mm-hmm.
Late substitutions. Uh, yeah, I wasn't impressed with Trossard or Tomiyasu. They seem to be getting in each other's way on that flank.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
was like they never played with each other before. It was like the total opposite of Tuesday night. Uh, yeah. Apart from that, yeah, I'm happy we got 3 points. We got out of jail today. You know,
Yep.
but as I said, we've still got Man City right up our backside, and as Robbie Musto said at the end of the show, I I hope that the Man City result that we got last month or a couple of months ago doesn't come back to haunt us.
Yeah. We've had many of those moments, right? I mean, if you think about it, yes,
Yeah,
that one you can justify it because you're like, walking out of there without a loss, you'll take that any day, right?
yeah,
Because the same thing could have been said about when we went to Anfield, and we got the draw there because that game could have gone either way. Either team could have ran away with it, and the draw, some people would say was equal, but we could have just as soon won that one as well, right?
yeah,
So I mean, so we had chances to get points to win. in both places. I mean, the key things are Fulham twice, Villa, West Ham. I mean, you got games that also all play into this. You get a draw instead of a loss in some of those. You're saying the same
Yeah,
thing, right? Fulham for me is the
yeah,
easiest one because that was there's not that one was so easy. They're down a man. You're up one late in the game. You're kicking
yeah,
a free corner or a free kick, and you give up the goal tying, goal late in the
yeah.
game.
I mean,
That,
you could say the same thing when we played Tottenham at the beginning of the season,
yep,
when
yep,
after we went 2-1 up,
yep,
Jorginho decided to lay the ball off to Son to get
yep.
the equaliser.
And it's
So
like no different than
Swans.
what we saw today. It was, I think the one today, he was in two minds. The easy pass to Saliba was right there, and then he decided to go up the field for what through the middle, which he's never done that.
Yeah,
Like
but
like
why are we playing the ball backwards? I just
yeah,
do not get it. Tottenham were there for the taking, and
yeah,
we took like every other time we've been like 4-5-0 up. We
yeah,
take the foot off the gas instead of going in for the kill.
yeah, yeah,
And I keep saying this thing could come down to goal difference. I mean, excuse me, right now we've got a better goal difference of +7.
yeah,
But just think of all those missed opportunities
yeah.
against Sheffield United, West Ham, and Burnley. Just, just think of all them missed opportunities in those 3 games. We could have really boosted our goal difference to a much healthier state.
Yeah. I don't think our goal difference is right now a cause of concern. You know what I mean? I don't
Yeah,
think it is. Yeah. Let me say hi to some people and then we'll continue on. Chris Nix joins us. Welcome to the show. Talking about Daesh. Yeah, I think for sure. Stephen OT, welcome to the show as well. Got Colonel Ward, yeah, 3-0 up. You know what? The same way you can say 3-0 up, we could lose 8 to 10. I don't think so. 3-0 up. If you're telling me you're 3-0 up in 10 games, you're gonna lose most of them. I disagree with that. I disagree with that. As you're gonna maybe draw, and you might blow them out as well. They're not gonna win all 8 or 9. No, I don't think so. Because you know what? In
yeah,
some of those scenarios, Arteta's bringing on Jesus. He's bringing on Jorginho. He might even bring. I mean, I don't. Zinchenko doesn't. Like, if you have a 3-0 lead, you can bring on Zinchenko. You know what I mean? He will control
yeah.
some of the attack as you move up the pitch. So I kind of feel like, you know what? Multiple different scenarios. We didn't even use our bench today.
No,
Martinelli coming on wasn't an answer to any of the questions that were going on in this game. We, they weren't
completely
even giving
agree
the
with
ball
you.
to Partey. Think about it. You have Partey on your pitch. The last person you're trying to get the ball to is Partey. Why? Why? He actually had a good game when he had the ball at his feet.
Yeah,
They barely ever looked for him. When he got
yeah.
the ball, he
It
he
was
did he did
totally.
he did good things with it. I think when people say most of the players didn't have a good game, I think that's not giving Partey the ball is like not putting the ball in places for your striker to get ability to shoot. There's no service to him in that second half. I don't know
It,
if that's
it
him
was.
not finding spaces or what, but every time we got a touch, the second touch went to the wrong team.
Yeah, I mean Trossard. I think he was. He thought he was playing for Tottenham because every time he got the ball, he decided to lay it off inside our own penalty box. You know, I mean, it was a complete 180 from his performance against Chelsea. And this is what you get with Trossard. He is more beneficial to us as an impact sub.
Yeah,
He changes games. He cannot do it over 90 minutes.
yeah. I
And as I said,
I hear that thought, but you tell me who on that pitch. Tell me who on that pitch was making a difference outside of Ben White.
no, I mean, I thought Declan Rice had a good game. I mean, apart from giving away the penalty.
Well, you
I
know,
think Declan
yeah, we'll
Rice.
get into that. Let's say hi to Spencer. Spencer, you Avalanche game? I don't know. Were they? Did you go to it, or I don't know what you? But that's you're an Avs fan. There you go. I mean, the game as
Yeah,
a
but
whole,
Gary.
I don't think it was great. Yeah, but you know what? That's what I
Yeah,
mean.
Gary.
Like that first half could have been 2-2, 3-3. You know what? It wouldn't have been a. It wouldn't. We wouldn't be losing because we did. They did make their mistakes, and you know what? Who's to say we don't get goals? We can still get goals. You know what? We get three easy ones like that. Maybe it looks different. BX is in
Yeah,
here.
but
Yeah. Yeah.
but I don't know about you, Gary. But watching that game reminded me of the game that we played up at Newcastle about 15 years ago when we were 4-0 up at half time and we were literally coasting that game.
Yeah.
And Newcastle came back to get a
Yeah.
4 score in the second half.
Yeah, I was on the show on a watch along, and Liam kept bringing that up. He's like, "We're up 3-0." He's like, "I got these new Newcastle vibes. So we need to get that fourth goal, just to switch, turn, make sure the
Yeah,
advantage is back on our side, not like give them a chance." We did that. We did that. And like I said, for 20 minutes in that first half, or 15 minutes in that second half, sorry, we looked like a team that was just like, well, you guys can see if you can do something because we don't want to do anything. That's what it looked like. Because we're waiting
Do-
for them to do something, not us.
what
Yeah.
did you think about the two penalties in the first half? The incidents. I mean, I didn't think the first one was a penalty. It
Yeah, I think
was
a lot
more
of people
like he
don't think.
kicked his.
I never know what is or isn't because, like, if that's Saka, they're going to say he's diving
Yeah,
in that same scenario. But because it's not Arsenal, that's a foul. That's a penalty. Because, like,
yeah.
for me, it's all about this consistency and perception, right?
Hmm.
If that's Saka, what do they say? Stay up, stay on your feet, young man.
Yeah.
Right, right. Because it's
Hmm.
not Arsenal, it's a penalty. The second one definitely not a penalty. The second potential penalty claim was not a penalty, but the first one, we've seen that given. I mean, he does stay up on his feet, so he doesn't look like it bothered him at all. He did
Yeah.
control the situation, but that those things get let go. We see it many times. So I don't know. I mean, I don't. If they were consistent, then I would agree with everything anybody has ever said about that should be a penalty, right? But like for
Um,
example, why how many times did they put Saka down on the ground and no cards were given,
yeah.
right?
Yeah. I did
I
think that
mean,
they did get a yellow card till near the end of the game
yeah, so like
when with Charlotte.
for me
What?
the mistakes or whatever equal out just right because if Saka is going against a play with a yellow, things could be different, even though Saka never takes advantage of it as much as I would like. But you know what? It's a wash to me because there are calls on the other side that they did not make in our favor. So you know what? I don't care. Russ is in the house. Welcome to Russ. Welcome to the show.
Yeah. And also, Gary, like they were complaining that they got denied those two penalties, we went up the other end to get the second goal,
Yeah.
and then they're saying, "Oh well, why didn't VAR get involved?" What VAR couldn't get involved once we scored the second goal. They can't do that. Once a goal, once an incident happens and a goal is scored up the other end,
Yeah,
they
but you know
cannot.
what?
You know,
No, no, that's not true because if you remember, when like I don't know if maybe this is the new rule, but when Martinelli at Old Trafford scored a goal, a foul that should have been called, or they said should have been called earlier in the build-up, brought it back. So I don't understand
yeah,
how
but
that. I don't know if that's a change. I
it
don't know if
didn't.
that's a change in the rule now, but back then that took away. I don't know. I think he scores in that one, Martinelli,
Yeah, yeah,
right? And they take it
there wasn't
away
a pen,
because of the foul. No, no.
but
If
there
it's a
wasn't a.
foul, if it's a foul, forget about the PK at this point. If it's a foul on the build up to the play, which it would have been, because they lose the ball at that point, we get the ball and we go down and attack, right? because that's what happened.
Yeah, but
Court
they
supposedly
didn't.
calls the foul on the Martinelli goal.
But they
Do you
didn't
remember?
have a penalty
It's not the
incident that.
penalty; it's the foul. It just so happens that it's in the box, right? For me, a
Hmm.
foul is a foul. Doesn't matter where it is on the pitch. It's a foul. If it's a foul in the box, it results in a PK, right? So if there's a foul in the build-up, my understanding is you can bring it back, unless that's not
I
right
don't think
anymore.
so.
That's what. How did the
I
Martinelli
don't think.
goal get taken away? It got taken away by a foul in the build-up. That's how he got taken away.
Uh,
I mean, who are these guys? Who are you talking about, Russ? Who are you talking about? VAR checked both penalties. Nothing. Nothing. Like I said, if they were consistent, we probably wouldn't have too many issues with the calls because 9 times out of 10 we were like they got it right, right? And VAR is supposed to correct the mistake. If the official says, "I don't think he got enough on him," then that's his judgment call, right? That's not a mistake. That's different than saying I didn't see it, or guess what? There's no
mhm,
contact there. Because if he says there's no contact there, they're like, no, no, there's contact there, right? But if he says there's not enough to make make that call, because players, there's always going to be contact, right? It's a judgment on
mhm,
whether you blow that whistle, right? So, like for me, that's
yeah.
when the whole rule makes a is correct. Like if the official said, like if they say, take a look at this, and he said, I saw the contact, it wasn't enough to bring him down. I'm not going to give it. If that's what he says in that moment, you're done. There's nothing you can say about it, right? Because even if he looks at it and he sees the same contact that he saw live, he already made the judgment. There's not enough to bring because they make that judgment call all the time, right? You see them put their hands out, not enough there to make that call, right? And they wave it off, right? That's their judgment call.
Yeah.
So for me, that's why I think we need to hear what they're saying, because in that instance, if he says not enough contact to bring him down, there's no penalty. Doesn't matter, right? Because there's no contact. He's saying it doesn't matter. There's no foul there, right? Odegaard
Hmm.
penalty at Old
Right.
Trafford. Yeah, that's different. Like I said, I don't have any. I don't. I believe it's a big circle. Sometimes it comes back around. We don't like it when it does, or and we get things like in every game where it's a legitimate penalty or foul on us. That same game, there's a legitimate foul that was not given to us, right? So I think it's a wash most of the time. I'd rather it just not be the case that you because sometimes it happens in the same game, sometimes it doesn't, right? It could be games where you never
Hmm.
get that call. So I like I said, it's what do they say? It's water off the back of a duck's neck or whatever, or it just washes
Water
off
off a
good.
duck's back.
Yeah, yeah, that thing. I think it's just
Mhm.
this is the world we live in. They're not going to make calls we expect. They're going to make calls we didn't expect to happen, and it kind of so hopefully you end up on the right side of that most of the time because they're not changing. They're not changing.
Okay.
So that's my thoughts on that one. I mean, it was a
Yeah,
nice
yeah.
build up after that, right? Because I think it goes out to Rice to
We've
Havertz,
got
and
Havertz. Ball went out to Havertz,
yeah,
and he sprayed a 40-yard pass into Saka, who took it down brilliantly,
yeah,
cut inside and stuck it in the corner.
yeah, yeah,
But it's like you said, how can a team have 28% possession and win a game like we did?
yeah. And that's like the whole. And I would like to say we fixed it up in the second half, but nope. The
But we
stats were
didn't.
basically the same in the second half. We finished the game 38% possession. So you look at that and you
Yeah.
go, woof. But you look at the first half and you go, what? Right? How can you play that first half like that? Take a 3-0 lead with less ball and not improve on it in the second half and hold on. We held on for sure. and then we get we'll take the win. We will take the win. We'll take the 3 points. Not really good
Yeah,
play, but I have. You know what? Also, I'm like, is it because we're playing? One, we don't rotate enough because we Arteta doesn't feel he has the right players, uh, and he doesn't even sub in games. So whoever he starts with, he's expecting him to go 90 every time, and I think that's too much to ask, right?
yeah. He's got to make more substitutions. I mean, you can see that players were getting tired near the end. Yeah, he brought on Kivior as an extra defender to stop Tottenham attacking us, but you've got to use your full quota of subs.
Yeah,
Guardiola does that. Klopp does that. I mean, that's the only criticism I've got Arteta. His man management
yep.
near the end of games is very questionable indeed.
Oh, this is even man management at the end of the game. This is man management when questions arise within a game. The state of the game went
Yeah,
from 3-0 lead to how long are we going to be able to keep them from scoring against us? Because we make the sub at like 63 minutes and we give up a goal a minute later. And the and
yeah,
the, and the minutes the what is it, the 18 minutes before that looked like they were going
yeah.
to score because they probably had 70 to 80% of the ball for that first 15 20 minutes of that second half. I mean, we
Had
just kept giving the
had
ball back, kept giving the ball back.
yeah. Had that game gone another 15 minutes, we'd have lost that game.
And we wouldn't have made a sub.
Yeah, no, God forbid.
I mean, he made a sub at the 63rd minute and 83rd minutes, which are
Yeah,
on par with when he usually makes a sub. Like he made one
yeah,
early. 63 minutes is pretty early for him. They could have done that. He usually does that around 75. Um,
yeah,
but for some reason, takes Trossard off. I get it. Trossard, Tomiyasu, for me, not a good days for them.
yeah,
Tomiyasu looks scary back there. Um,
yeah.
I mean, he's lucky not to get a card. I don't think he got a card, did he?
Oh,
Yeah.
no. I mean, I think maybe, he's only just got back from injury, so maybe he was a bit tired himself. But that's no excuse. That's no excuse. As I said, there was nothing coming down that left flank. Every time either him or Trossard got the ball, there was hesitation. They kept getting in each other's way, and there was no threat down that left flank whatsoever.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. And I think that, yeah. No, nothing. Nothing. I mean, Trossard didn't. And that's the thing. See, we complain about Trossard, and then you go and look behind him and go, maybe that's the cause. The players that are playing behind him, right? Because Tomiyasu, right? What's going on there?
Yeah,
Nothing, right? Like today was not a good day. I think he's thinking defense first, and his defense was terrible. Did not help out, like because you can see it on the other side, right? Ben White is overlapping a lot. Like at some point, you're going to do the same thing on the other side. I know, you know what I mean? Nothing, nothing,
yeah,
nothing. It never really happened on that side. It was easy for them to play. They just had to make sure the ball stayed on the other side because it wasn't going to happen for us.
yeah.
Uh, but
Well,
but like I said, ups, downs, and at the end of the day, guess what? Nobody knows how that last 45-minute goes come tomorrow because guess what? It's Bournemouth and any midweek games that are going on. I don't know if there's midweek games next week, but
well, it's Champions League.
oh, it's Champions League, so nothing for English football to be concerned with.
Uh, well, no, Aston Villa are still in the
No, you said Champions League.
conference.
You said Champions League.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Nothing for England to worry about. Get a week off.
No, no. Another year, another. Yeah, enough said about that.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, Yeah, so yeah, got Bournemouth next week. I think that's the early game. I think it's 4:30 kickoff out here.
Oh, for which one? Which one? Which game are you talking about? Ours?
Bournemouth,
No,
Bournemouth. Yeah,
that's the early one. Now it's an early one. That's 10:30 for you.
no,
The
four
first.
thirty.
It's the first game of the day. 12:30 game.
Yeah,
It's a 12:30 game in the
no.
UK. Yep. No, I'm looking at it right now.
Oh
Bournemouth is
yeah, no. I'm just saying 4:30 out here in Los
no,
Angeles.
no, no, no. That's 10:30.
Yeah,
No, no. It's
yeah,
7:30. What is it? Bournemouth is 7:30 for me.
yeah. Well, it's 4:30 for me.
Oh, yes, 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 yes. Sorry, sorry. Yeah, you're right. When you said 4:30, I thought you were
Yeah.
talking PM, and I'm like, no, not PM. I forget. Yes.
I've been up since 4:30 this morning.
I hear that. Arsenal always welcome to the show. Yeah, that last 20 minutes kind of that was stress, stress.
Yeah, as your friend Tony would say, Arteta was using the same crayons.
Yeah, he was. He was. He didn't want to like the colors weren't working, and he's like, I don't care. I'm going to use them. Yeah, and we, as a AFC always said, we could win out and see absolutely nothing at the end of this season. But you know what? We need to. That needs to be a question, right? We can't say we drop points and then go, well, if we no, no, no. Let's see. Let's win out and see how it goes. The only thing we can
Yeah.
control is what we've
Well,
got in front of us, which is three more games, three winnable games. You win the three and then you see what happens. I mean, City has one extra game. Like if, for example, and I know some people are saying they have three games left against teams that don't have much to play for. But if I recall, uh, there's still a chance, just like there is for us, that that team can still make a top four. They can still finish top four if they win out.
yeah, I mean, how bad for them? They their rivals are challenging for the league title,
Yep,
and they need to win their games so they can get into the Champions League.
yep.
So
No,
they
think it.
can't really lie
Yeah,
down. They can't
yeah.
really lie down against Man City.
No,
They've got
not
to
against
get
nobody.
those 3 points.
Yeah. No, they're two games in hand. Or is it two games in hand? Yeah, they're two games in hand to Villa, right? I think it's two games. Let's refresh this real quick. I might be wrong on that. That might be. Oh, it's just no. They're two games in hand to Villa,
Yeah,
right? They're 7 points back. And some people will say 1 point back. You know, if they win,
yeah,
will they win it? We don't know, but they got to play to win those games. I think Ans is going to want those guys to play to win those games. I think the way they play in that second
yeah,
half, guess what? They weren't happy taking the loss.
yeah. Well, I'm
Yeah.
talking about their fans because their
Their
fans
fans are going to
was
want to finish in the top four at the least, right?
right. Yeah,
Right, right. Welcome to the show, Early Doors Football. Welcome to the show. Yep, yep. Say hello to everybody. Thank you very much for joining us.
oh, early indoors. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I mean, think about this. City's only scored one goal at that stadium. And guess what we did today? We scored three and a half.
yeah,
So you know, and they scored two, and they possibly could have had three total in the game if it went in their favor, but it didn't, and I'm happy for that. I am happy for that. Yeah. No, so I mean, like I said, I think there's games on the schedule. Teams are gonna want to win, right? Um, and I think I forget what the finishing. Let's see how the uh, I forget how the season ends for everyone, but I think
yeah. We
I
got Man United. We
yeah.
got Man United the week after.
Mhm. Mhm.
That's that's not going to be easy. Oh, because they always turn up when they play us at their place.
Yeah, because I don't know if any of them play Villa. Villa's going to want to make sure that the lead that they have sticks, right? Because they're going to want to win games. They might have to win one of these big games. as
Yeah,
well,
well,
right?
Villa choked yesterday, didn't they?
Yes, yes, they did.
Villa could have been 9 points,
Yep,
could
they
have
could.
literally sealed their Champions League spot yesterday, and they screwed that up.
So like I said, I think teams. I'm trying to find. I don't know. They have a little meme that has all the games left for the three
Yeah,
teams, and I can't remember. I think they still play. Everybody plays that team in North
Tottenham,
London.
Tottenham have got to play Liverpool, Man City.
Yep, yep.
Uh,
I know they. I think everybody plays Wolves, if I recall.
yeah,
And then
Wolves
in
have
this,
got to say, yeah, Wolves have to play Liverpool, Man City as well.
yeah. So and there's another team that plays all three, and I can't remember if that was it. But I think there's games against teams. I think they were saying this is the last game that matters. Oh, so here's the rundown right now. So right now, um, Liverpool. Let's see. That's actually it doesn't even matter for Liverpool much right now. So right now, to finish off the season, City has Wolves, Fulham away, West Ham home, and that team away. All right. So they have I would say two
Yeah,
tough games. We would think. I think Fulham away and that team away. All right. You know,
yeah.
it's
I
not
think they
even.
play.
It's not. Yeah. Go ahead.
I think they play that team that you won't mention
Yeah.
before
Before West Ham, right?
before
Was the
they
last game.
play West Ham's their last game. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah. Yep. I don't think. Yeah. Yeah. So like I said, I think it's all we have to do is just win our games. That's all we can do right now. That's all we got. That's all we got. We got one
well,
more away game
there's
left.
no margin for error. We
Yep.
can't afford to drop points. We
Yep.
drop points, that's it.
Yep. Yep.
Which makes the Manchester City game, where we were told by both Odegaard and Arteta that they were going to go for it, when in fact what they did was park the bus.
Mm.
That could, I know you're going to say other things. You're going to say, well, other games cost us as well, but that was the game where they were going to go for it. They told us they were going to go for it, and they
True.
just parked the bus.
Yeah. It's weird that they would go for that one and then they would come out for the Villa game and perform the way they did.
Yeah,
Right? Because I think the City game was before the Villa
yeah,
game. So
yeah,
hello,
yeah.
how does that work? How do you go with a game plan to go to City and make sure you don't get a loss? Play at home against Villa, and the thought process isn't the same. At the least, if you don't lose, I mean, the loss, we need to win that. But I think not what
I,
I.
th- I th-
Yeah.
well, in their defence, Gary,
Hmm.
I think the first leg of the Bayern game took a lot out of them,
Yeah.
and that's why they put in a poor performance in that match.
I would agree with you, but I also will say that that's why you don't give up games, right? Because you don't
Yeah,
know, like that, like you don't give up opportunities, you don't give up games, like going playing at home against Bayern Munich with no fans from the opposing side in there. I don't know what more do you want. They're missing players from their side, right?
yeah,
This is a prime. This is no different than going into the Villa game, right? You went into the Villa game knowing if we win this, we take control of the situation at hand, which is to win the league. Same thing with the Bayern Munich. You win at home, you go into the Germany game at the Allianz with control of the situation. All right. Now we
uh-huh.
have no control of the situation. All we can do is win out. But we've had two opportunities, and in back-to-back games, we didn't get it done. Right? We didn't get it done. We needed to
Yeah,
go into. We needed to go in with a goal difference. Go back to Germany. We needed to beat Villa. Those are all. Those are the tests that you have every season. Yeah, winning at Everton. I think we've shown we have been able to do that in the past. So we're gonna have to do it again. Have to do it again. No, I Yeah, no, the last one stings, right? The That Villa one stings, the City one stings because it's it's a 6 pointer, right?
Yeah,
It's a 6 point swing if you get the win, right? And that's when you need to, you know, I like to say that won't happen again, but I don't always feel like we learn, even from the
we
things
never
we've
learn.
been. Yeah, I
You
still bathe
know,
in the
it's the
tears of
same
stars.
old every time. It's the same old, same old.
Mm, yeah,
That's that costs us games.
yep, yep. No, it definitely does. It definitely does. And well, you know what? We'll find out where that team is. They're playing at home against Liverpool. They should, based on the way they play in that second half, they should be able. If they want to get a win, they can. They can get a win if they want to. That's up to them.
Yeah,
So yeah, yeah. No. Like I said, ups and downs. We're sitting 1 point at the top of the table. I mean, I don't know. Does City play? When does City play next? How does this? Let's see.
I think Sunday. I think they play their games next Sunday.
Yeah. So let's see what's on the schedule. So Thursday, Chelsea plays home to that team. Friday's Luton. Who knows what that Chelsea team's going to do, right? I mean, are they going to be 5-0? Or are they going to come out and play some football, right?
Yeah, you never know with that with Chelsea.
Yeah. Yeah, so think about it. We play Bournemouth at home at 4:30 a.m. on the West Coast.
Yeah,
You can have a
thanks,
good you can
Gary.
have a good start to your morning, and hopefully have a good start to your morning. And by the end of the day, if Wolves can get a draw
Yeah,
at
well,
Etihad, right?
I'll
I
tell
mean,
you what. I've been impressed with Wolves this season because everyone had them as relegation favourites
hmm
because they lost their manager like 5 days before the start of the season,
yeah,
and they brought in Gary O'Neill, and he had literally no time to get a team together. So I take my hat off to Wolves.
yeah.
They're no mugs.
No. So I mean, so like I said, that could be that's a the way. I don't know if I saw the City match. I don't know if you saw the City match today.
Yeah, I
And
did.
and I
Yeah,
and I, you know what? Nobody's gonna say it, right? They're not gonna say it because it's City. Nottingham Forest shot themselves in the foot so many times today.
yeah, I know.
So
I
many
mean,
times.
what's the name of that striker, Chris Wood?
Yeah,
How did he miss that open goal in the first half?
yeah. So they shoot themselves in the foot
Oh,
and they get punished for it, and nobody says anything, right?
yeah,
Same thing. Like think about it. Chelsea did the exact same thing. And I know it comes with the credentials and the CV and all of that, but it's the same game, right?
yeah,
Chelsea doesn't get beat 5-0 if they finish some of their chances in the first half. They didn't do it, and guess what happened? We finished them off, right? Same thing today.
yeah,
It's a 1-0 game. I don't I think Nuno has a he has got to take some of that blame. He had that one player, I think, who basically was injured, and he just would not pull
yeah.
him. He just would not pull him out, and I think it hurt them.
He's another one whose man management skills leave a lot to be desired.
Mm,
Because just before City scored the first goal, the player went off injured, and they were down to 10 men for the corner that led to that first goal. He didn't think, "Wow, I mean, I've got a player injured. I better bring somebody else on." He left it too late, and by then City were 1-0 up. And then there was another incident near the end where there was a player who could barely walk. He was hobbling.
yes.
And the commentator kept saying, says, "Why isn't he making another change?
Yeah.
Why isn't he bringing in on a substitute?"
What was interesting is that same player, if you remember, he makes it on that one of those earlier corners, he actually makes the clearance, and you're like, this guy's
yeah,
playing like I don't know if he was playing on one leg or one shoulder or whatever it was. He just looked really like he was on his last legs, basically. Like, and I mean,
yeah,
like he's about to die kind of thing on the pitch. But yeah,
yeah,
a top scorer would what is this? Would score so many goals. Yeah, you know what? That is true. We put players in a lot of situations where they can score a lot, a lot.
yeah.
And yeah,
Well, we did do it today.
we haven't done it, and we haven't done it a lot this season. Because
Yeah,
even in the big games when we blow teams away, you can look at a half and go, we left some goals on there, right? And I know it's not
yeah,
sometimes it's never the case where you're gonna get the 8 and 9 goals, but you know what? I rather let's try for it, because we have the players that can.
yeah. But as I said, it's just typical of Arsenal to take the foot off the gas, and that's what really pisses me off.
Yeah, yeah, it's
Because I'd love to see a day when we turn some team over at 8 or 9 nil.
yeah, no, and we have it in us to do that. Even as you look at any of the games matches that we played, right? That we scored 5 goals in it. We left at least 3 to 4 goals on that pitch. Taib joins us.
Yeah,
Welcome to the show. Taib, we've just been going through the game yesterday and some of the games today. I guess the game, what am I saying? The game yesterday? The game today? The games today, actually. Arsenal, especially. Um, and anything else stand out for you in the game today? I think that we haven't covered because I think we,
oh, well, I think it was just a strange game to be
yeah,
3-0 up at half time and then almost throw it away in the second half. I mean, I just it was like chalk and cheese. As I said, we were brilliant in the first half. The second half, well, it was like no one knew each other.
yep, 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 yep. And Arteta did not have the answers. He did not have the answers, and he wasn't willing to let somebody else maybe help him because he needed. I
Yeah,
think he needed to let somebody else on that pitch that might be able to help him. Like this is the same thing we talked about. We talked about it, right? We're in the Champions League. Jesus has been really good for us in Champions League. How about we let him get a try? You know, you know,
yeah.
and we didn't. I don't think we did that, or gave him the confidence to do that. Yeah, yep, something like that. Something like that. Not today, Satan. Something like that. As I said, we'll take those 45 minutes that we saw that gave me a lot of stress. I don't know about you.
Oh, mate, I've aged about 20 years.
Yeah,
you wouldn't believe
yeah,
you wouldn't
yeah,
believe I'm
yeah,
28.
yeah. Lawrence wasn't even growing hair on his face when the second
Yeah,
half started. I mean, second half started. It started the beard just started to just grow, and
yeah.
get gray and everything. So yeah, I know we'll take it. We will take it. I thought more people would join us. I don't know. I guess people looked
I
at the
thought,
City match.
where is everyone?
Yeah, I know Ray's visiting family, so I'll get it. Yeah. But I don't know
I
where
mean,
everybody else
I
is.
thought,
Everybody else got the link. I believe I sent the link to everybody, but I believed I had sent you the link too. So there you go.
yeah, God knows.
Yeah. So like you said, next week Bournemouth, and I think Bournemouth they
they, they
they
won
did.
3-0.
Yeah, was it 3-0? I thought Brighton had scored, but
No,
yeah, yes, they uh they did the business today. 3-0 at home to Brighton. Did they come to our place? They come to our place, right?
yeah, just hope it's not a repeat of last season.
Yeah. So far, it has not been that. I mean,
No, I
we
mean,
had.
remember the game last season, Gary,
Mm,
when Reece Nelson scored in the last minute.
no, no, yeah. Well, I was thinking like I wasn't even thinking. I wasn't thinking of that game. I was thinking of maybe we finish it the way we've kind of started this run of wins. We see how about we just go and win the next three. We're on a 3-game win streak. you know, 6 has a good ring
Yeah,
to it. 6 wins to finish off the season. If I told you you win 6 to finish off the season, you'll take it. You know, based on
yeah,
where we've been, right? We've had a couple of blips. Like think about this: we've only had one loss in the league since well since Christmas, right? So we've got one loss in the league, one loss, one draw in the league. I don't know how that could be looked at as negatively. Like just look at it on its face value, right? Because think about it. If you
yeah,
had lost to City and beat Villa, or you know, a point here, a point there, or whatever, you probably wouldn't say much. Like if we had, because if you lost to City, beat Villa, right? We're a point behind, which still doesn't really matter at this point.
yeah.
Uh, but you would go, okay, that's understandable, right? But we have
But
one loss in this year.
yeah, but I wonder how Arteta's going to feel come the end of the season.
He should be upset and disappointed.
That that
Wait,
game up
wait,
at Man City, he
yeah,
didn't go for it.
yeah, yeah.
You
Well,
know,
you know what?
we'll
That's the thing.
see. I mean,
That's the thing you have to think about as well, though, right? He went into a game with a plan, and they executed. They did not go
yeah,
into that Villa game with a plan and execute it the way he wanted. So it can be done. They're not consistent with it, right? In terms of Arteta has a plan, a way to see his way through a game, see out a game, and it happens, right?
yeah,
He went into that City match with it. You know what? We are not losing to them. You go into that Villa match, we are not losing this match, right? Same
uh-huh,
same concept. Even though one is we're not gonna we're not gonna take the L. The other one is we shouldn't be taking a draw. You know what I mean? We
uh-huh,
should be getting a
uh-huh.
win. So I think that whatever he said in that City match and the team played it perfectly based on what he said. In the Villa match, we needed the same execution. We didn't get it, right?
Right.
So for me, that's where the consistency and the way that he manages these games has to be better because he said he wanted something, he actually got it done. You know, yeah, yeah. People are out celebrating. You can celebrate. We're taking a win. We're taking a win at the Toilet Bowl, right?
Mm.
Champions of North London and happy St. Taudie's Day to everyone. Yes, yes, yes.
Where's is that what Stan's doing right now?
Maybe Moss, welcome to the show. I don't know. It was an early game for him too, right? I mean, is it
Yeah.
9 o'clock? So early one for him. So he might be sleeping still, or might have
Okay.
went back to sleep. So or might be watching the
Yeah.
game. He might have slept through it and watching the game because it's still what it's just hit noon for you, right? So
Yeah. Yeah. It's 12:05.
1-1 Avalanche. Yes, we rock. Damn Woodman. Yes, yes, yes. So Arsenal. I don't know about you, Lawrence, but I think I've said more everything I can say.
Yeah.
We've had an
It
hour
was one
plus.
of them games.
Yeah,
It's one of those games. There's not a lot you can say about it.
yeah,
I'm just glad we got the 3 points.
yeah, yes.
But boy, I keep telling people this club will be the fucking death of me.
Oh, yep, yep. No, for sure. No, for sure. That is true. Yeah, they are. That's why going into this game, I said to myself, "Please, no stress. Please, no stress." No stress. And I believe I said, like I kidded 5-0, but you know what, 3-0, I can see that. And we had that in the first half. We just needed to hold on and manage the game out, see the game out. We
Yeah.
didn't do that. We could have been 5-0 in this game.
Yeah,
Would have been 5-0 in this game. We had it in us to do that.
yeah.
So
I mean, like I said, I don't know if anyone's told you about the famous game at White Hart Lane in 1978 where we won 5-0 at Christmas time
mm,
and we slaughtered them.
yep, yep,
I mean, they go onto YouTube and watch the highlights of the game, right? You know, and Liam Brady's goal where he hit it from the edge of the box and curled it into the top left-hand corner. I can still remember being there at that game as I was behind the goal as the ball flew into the net.
yeah.
That was the only time I ever saw Arsenal demolish Tottenham 5-0.
All right, I got it. I got it in my list of my watch later list at YouTube. So I
We
will check that.
we absolutely annihilated them that day.
Yep, yep. We should have done that. You know what? Even if we had beat them 5-0 today, it wouldn't have felt like we annihilated them. Because of the way the game goes. We might have won 5-0, but it would have it still would have been tough, right? Because still would have been tough.
No, but it would have just been poetic justice to ram it down their throats, the Tottenham fans,
Yeah.
because they're mouthy gits and I don't like them. I can't.
I hear you. All right, so we're gonna head out of here, people. We've been with you for about an hour. I think you've heard everything we've got to say. Lawrence, anything you want to
Yeah.
say before we get out of here?
Uh, no, let's just carry on. Got an important game on Saturday against Bournemouth. Let's hope it's not as stressful as the corresponding game from last year, where we had to wait until the 96th minute for Reece Nelson to win the game for us. And let's hope that City fall on their asses in one of their remaining games so that we can lift the title.
Yes, sir. I'm with you. So yeah, Arsenal gets the win. They're sitting 1 point top of the table. A draw by City in one of their next 3 games and 3 wins by Arsenal. We'll see us top at the end of the day, at the end of the week, at the end of
Or a
the month.
loss, or City defeat
Just
would
the
be
draw. We
nice.
don't even. They don't even have to take a loss. They could just take a draw. We're not even going to make it that. If they want to lose, make it easier for us. Go right ahead.
Yeah.
But they just need to drop points, right? They drop points in any game. They've got 4 chances
Yeah.
to drop points in our side, and we'll see. But thank you for joining us, Ray. He'll be back. He'll be back stateside. I think he said tomorrow, so we'll be back be back in business on Thursday, and we'll do this again. And in preparation for the Bournemouth match, we'll hear about Ray's travels maybe, and also about how Ray feels about his Liverpool team. Now that they're sitting in a bad
Mo,
place, right?
Mo Salah running down.
Yeah, we'll see what he has to say. I mean, right now, Liverpool is 5 points off the top with 3 to go. Probably that's where they're gonna stay. I mean, they could. No, they can't. I think they're stuck at third. Right. Yeah. No. You know what? If they
Yeah,
lose, if they were to lose their last 3, and Villa were to win their next 3. Mm, mm, mm. Also, Manchester United could also fall out of the European spot. Newcastle is 1 point off, a better goal difference. Interesting, right? You take a loss from
mm,
Manchester United and a draw from Newcastle, and huh, Manchester United may not get that 6th spot. So the Manchester game will be tough for us, you know, or it could be by the time we play them, they could be feeling good about themselves, and they might let
mm.
their eyes off. But we'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for joining. Remember to hit the likes and subscribe and push this one out. We'll see you guys later. Have a good one. Thanks for joining us, and we'll do this again. And we are out.